Are live. We are live here with All on Georgia, Camden County, and we have 40 affiliates across the state of Georgia with 40 million, nearly 5 million views per month, and we are here to bring you the game live. And we would like to thank some sponsors today, but first we'll go ahead and thank the Georgia High School Association. It is a voluntary nonprofit organization composed of 450 public and private schools. The Georgia High School administers regulations for region and state competition in 16 sports and 2 activities founded in 1908. The Georgia High School Association strives to promote good sportsmanship, participate in safety, and fair play among its members. For more information, visit ghsa.net. Follow GHSA on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. The Georgia High School Association would like to thank its corporate sponsors and partners for their valuable support of high school athletics and activities: Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, Georgia Electric Membership Corporation, the Technical College System of Georgia, Gatorade, Wilson, Easy Go, Atlanta Mizuno, Sports Medicine South, U.S. Army, Atlanta Track Club, and NFHH Network, Georgia Army National Guard, Regions Bank, and Georgia Public Broadcasting. All on Georgia, Camden County is streaming to you live, and we would like to thank the good folks at Brookwood High School, and also Athletic Director Jason Dobson for being very accommodating to us today. We do appreciate that. All on Georgia, again, is a news organization in 40 counties with nearly 5 million views per month statewide. We are the #1 news source provider in rural Georgia. With us today is Mr. Ian Smith. He's going to be doing the play-by-play for us. Excuse me. Ian's should be on the field. Kevin Smith. Yeah. Kevin Smith over here, who is helping us out with the play-by-play today. And also here with our executive director, Mr. Delvis Dutton, helping us with technical support. And so how long did it take y'all to get up here?
About 5.5 hours.
Yeah.
Traffic got pretty rough on 285, as it probably usually does up here.
Okay.
Well, I'd just like to tell everybody, we found Mr. Kevin. He told us he went to school for this. He thought he was going to be the next Chris Berman, so we're going to put him to the test today. No, I appreciate you joining us, Kevin. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, but that was a long time ago. I might be a little rusty, but I'll see what I can do.
We appreciate it. We would like to thank our local sponsors. Without them, we here at All on Georgia Camden would not be here. We'd like to thank Dick's Wings, James Jewelers and Engraving, Thrift Construction, Auto Pros, Wright Construction, Lamb Insurance Services, Shelley Oritz from Military Realty, a licensed realtor in Georgia and Florida, and proud mother of class of 2015 Camden baseball alumni Demetria Salisbury. Dr. Bob Hoteling at Sears Optical, located at the Camden Woods Shopping Center near Publix. Come see us for all your vision needs. Go Cats. Rhonda Peoples, we'd like to thank her. We also would like to thank her and the Owens family, Owens Peoples family. Thank you, Miss Rhonda, for your help. Miss Shelley Bonner, thank you very much for your organization. And Camden Press for your content sharing. Oakwell Armory, Mr. Howard Davis, and Georgia Nurse Care.
Kevin, I'd like to tell you congratulations on the series y'all just played. Ian played a heck of a game. I was very impressed with him on the mound, and all these boys. They've done a heck of a job, the games that we've covered.
We're going to see if it carries over this week, especially being down 2 players. We down a pitcher and one of our better hitters. But I think the way the guys fought last week at the end of the game, I think they understand that if they keep their composure, keep battling throughout the game, that sooner or later good fortune will overcome misfortune more times than not when you just keep playing hard.
Absolutely. I tell you, one of the most impressive things in this past series that I watched was when they had the 3-run error in the second inning. They came out, played the rest of that game and the second game, shut down baseball. They only gave up 1 run for the rest of those 2 games in the doubleheader.
Hey, I owe you guys some money on that. I told Dave texted you $250 for trip. I didn't know how to get it home.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely, I appreciate that. But, the way that they battled through, they didn't, in that situation, you feel like you're beat, but they didn't give up at all and only gave up 1 more run. And the other thing was we didn't see any coaching errors in all 3 games. and that's unique. We couldn't say that for North Cobb. They made a few, unfortunately, but went our way.
I think a lot of that too is I think the team has such camaraderie, and they have a great leadership class with the juniors and seniors they have, and a lot of the seniors and a lot of the juniors have been stuck in there since they were freshmen and sophomores, and they took a lot of lumps, and I think they pretty much think that it's their turn. It's their turn for good fortune to shine upon them.
Line up out for the Brookwood Broncos. For those of you that are wondering, we don't have our student interns with us. They had AP testing, SAT testing, and all other kinds of things that they had to do. So obviously we didn't need them to miss 3 days of school. So they're at home probably listening and watching the game right now.
Kevin drew the short straw. I appreciate you. Appreciate you hanging in with us.
All right, here we go. Pull up here.
This was a lineup change for Camden today with Milan being out. They moved Cole into the leadoff spot from the number 9, where he's been doing a great job down in the bottom of the order, and he hits the ball hard to center field for the first out of the inning. Brings up Ian Smith, number 2 hole hitter tonight. Line drive into left field. Nice play by the left fielder for out number 2. Two solid hits with the first 2 batters. Line drive to center and a line drive to left field. Brings up the catcher Brooks Bryan with the designated hitter Josh Parker on deck. Ball 1 inside. Ground ball to the third baseman, knocks it down, doesn't have a play. That'll be a base hit for Brooks Bryan. Brings up Josh Parker. Hunter Dean on deck. All right, we have a conference out there. One umpire called it fair, the other called it foul. It was a one-hop line drive down the third base line, and they agree that it was a fair ball. Strike 1 to the batter. Ball upstairs. 1-1. 2 outs, top of the second. I'm sorry, top of the first. 2 outs, top of the first. Inside, almost hit him. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3. 3-1 on Josh. Brooks Bryan at first. Line drive to right center field. He got most of it. Oh, he drops it in right field. It's up against the wall. They're sending Brooks around third. Throw to the plate, not in time, and the Wildcats have broken on top first. 1-0 on a double by Josh Parker to right center field. Brings up number 11, Hunter Dean. Justin Mesmer on deck. He takes a called strike. 0-1 on Dean. 2 outs. Top of the first. Swing and a miss for strike 2. A little bit outside. Ball 1. in the dirt. Gets by the catcher. Wild pitch on the pitcher. Josh Parker advances to third base. 2-2 on Hunter Dean. Hard hit ball to the third baseman. It goes across. Out number 3. After the top of the first, Wildcats on top, 1-0.
We'd like to thank our local sponsors, Dick's Wings, James Jewelers and Engraving, Thrift Construction, Auto Pros, Wright Construction, Lamb Insurance Services, Shelley Orts of Military Realty, a licensed realtor in Georgia and Florida and proud mother of class of 2017, Camden Baseball alum, Demetria Salisbury, Dr. Hoteling at Sears Optical, located in Camdenwood Shopping Center near Publix. Come see us for all your vision needs. Go Cats. Miss Rhonda Peoples. We would like to also thank the Owens Peoples family as well. Thank you, Miss Rhonda. Shelley Bonner, Camden Press for Content Sharing, Oakwell Armory, Mr. Howard Davis, Georgia Nurse Care, and all the Camden County parents that helped get us here. Thank you so much. Comments of who's with us today, Mr. Kevin Smith, Ian Smith's dad from Camden County High School, myself, Jeremy Spencer, and Mr. from All on Camden, Georgia. I'm the market manager for All on Camden, and Mr. Delvis Dutton, executive director for All on Georgia, statewide news organization.
Yeah, Kevin drew the short straw for us today. We appreciate him sitting in with us. We lost our students due to testing, so mamas wouldn't let them make the drive. So, Kevin, I appreciate you joining us.
I appreciate the invitation, Devil. Colton Thrift on the mound. Fastball, strike one to number 9, D'Angelo Abood. Fly ball to right field. Justin Mesmer puts it away for the first out of the inning. Number 1, Cameron Guidry up to bat for the Broncos. Colton starts him off with a strike. 0-1. Little low. 1-1. Little bit in. 2 balls and 1 strike. Will Banfield waits on deck. Chop foul down the third base line. 2-2 on the batter. Little up. Goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Strike 3 called on the inside corner for out number 2. Will Banfield, your batter. Davis Tovey on deck. Chopper in the 5-6 hole. Ian Smith makes the play, not in time. Infield hit for Will Banfield. It's a tough play. Went in the hole a long way. Short hop to throw, but it wasn't in time. Banfield got down the line pretty well. Davis Tovey, your batter, with Angelo Despina on deck. Colton starts him out with a strike. 0-1. Strike 2. Nice curveball there by Colton. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first from Bronco Field. Line drive, base hit, left field. Runners on first and second. Colton left that little curveball up a little bit that time, and Tovey got most of the barrel on it. Up to bat, third baseman Angelo Despina. Spencer Lewis on deck. Strike on the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. Strike 2, a swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fouled out of play down the left field line. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Got a piece of it to stay alive. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. You guys might have saw that. It almost took the camera out. Straight back behind the plate. A swing and a miss for strike 3. No runs on 2 hits. No Camden County errors. After 1, Camden County 1, Brookwood Broncos 0.
All on Georgia is streaming to you live from Brookwood High School in Snellville, Georgia. We would like to thank the Brookwood High School Athletic Director, Mr. Jason Dobson, for being so accommodating for us today. And All on Georgia is a news organization in 40 counties with nearly 5 million views statewide per month. The #1 news source provider for rural Georgia. Our sponsors, Dick's Wings, James Jewelers and Engraving, Thrift Construction, Auto Pros, Wright Construction, Lamb Insurance Services, Shelley Orts from Military Realty, a licensed realtor in Georgia and Florida, and a proud mother of class of 2015 Camden baseball alumni, Demetria Salisbury. Dr. Mo Hotelings from Sears Optical, located in Camden Woods Shopping Center near Publix. Come see us for your vision needs. Go Cats. Miss Rhonda Peoples and the Owens Peoples family. Thank you, Miss Rhonda, for all your help. Miss Shelley Bonner for rallying the troops and getting the sponsors from all the different parents from Camden County High School baseball. Oakwell Armory, Mr. Howard Davis, Georgia Nurse Care, and Camden Press for their content sharing. Thank you, sponsor.
All right, top of the second. Justin Mesmer, the batter for the Camden County Wildcats. Takes a ball outside. Two balls, no strikes. Strike down the middle. Two balls, one strike. A little up. Three balls and a strike. Camden's leadoff batter, top of the second inning. Ball four. Cats have something working here in the top of the second with a leadoff batter on. Brings up Chris Mobley to the plate. Inside, almost hitting for ball one. Two balls, no strikes. Missed up with the curveball. 3-0. Fastball right down the middle. Three balls and a strike on Mobley. Strike two. Full count. Strike three. That looked pretty good to me. One out. Brings Tim Parker to the plate. Justin Mesmer on first. Ball outside. Ball two. Looks like Williamson's suffering a little control issues right now in the top to start the top of the second inning. Ball out. Three balls, no strikes. Tim Parker, the batter. Justin Mesmer on first. One out here in the top of the first, or top of the second from Bronco Field. Strike one. Three balls, one strike. Strike two on the batter. Full count. Williamson's not having any trouble getting his fastball over for strikes. Fly ball, short left field. Shortstop out, left fielder in. Left fielder makes the catch. Two away here. Top of the second. That brings number 9, Colton Thrift, up. Good swing, fouled straight back for strike one. No balls, one strike. Runner on the move. Throw down, not in time, not in time. The Cats got a man in scoring position with 2 outs. 1-1 on Colton Thrift at the plate. In the dirt, ball 2. Strike 2 on the batter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Foul straight back. Colton staying alive, battling hard up there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled off again. Count remains 2-2. Fly ball to right field. Right fielder goes back, puts it away for the 3rd out. Cats fail to score in the top of the 2nd inning. Score remains 1-0 from Brookwood High School.
Tell us a little bit about these fellas. What do you know about Brookwood? Any kind of scouting report y'all got?
I heard that most of the pitchers were basically the same. You could throw them all out there and you were going to get the same thing from them. I heard they're a big first baseman and their catcher, Will Banfield. Banfield's a very, very highly rated catcher. One of the top players in the state of Georgia. Multiple offers to play college baseball. And all around, I think they've been a good team all year. I think they probably hit the ball better than they catch it. And they probably also hit it a little better than they pitch it. But that being said, I've always thought that the key to the Cats was their pitching and their defense. If they can hit a little bit, and pitch it and catch it, I give us a chance against anybody.
I'll tell you the games that we, broadcasted with y'all the last series. The top of the order would hit, then the bottom order would hit a separate inning. If they get those two together, because I was impressed with the bottom of y'all's order, as well as they hit. If they come together, they'll score some runs.
We've got a lot of young kids down at the bottom of the order, and I think as the season has gone along and they've gotten more at-bats, seen some good quality high school pitching, I think they're getting a little more comfortable. And you can tell just by the last couple of weeks the better swings that the bottom of the order has been making.
It was impressive last series. So.
We're getting ready to start this one.
Center field number 6,
There we go.
Spencer Lewis.
Brings up number 6, Spencer Lewis for Brookwood here in the bottom of the 2nd. That's a long fly ball to deep left center field. Off the wall. Long triple for Spencer Lewis off the left center field wall to lead off the top of the second. That brings up the right fielder, Tim Martin. Bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Missed outside again. 2 balls, no strikes. Strike on the outer part of the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled straight up behind the plate. Oh, Brooks had a play on it. Couldn't corral it. Strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Runner on third. Fly ball down the right field line. Turning. It falls foul down the right field line. Count remains 2-2. Bit outside. Brings the count to full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Little bit up. So that's a walk for Tim Martin. Brings up the designated hitter, Trace Twardowski. Runners on first and third. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second.
Questions out there on social media. This is the first game of the second round of the playoffs.
Strike on the batter. Runner steals, throw down. We had a play on. Nothing happened. Runners on second and third. Strike 2 on the batter. Probably Colton's best curveball of the night right there. Line drive, left center field. That'll fall in. 2 runs we're going to score. Brings the score 2-1. Favor of the Brookwood Broncos here in the bottom of the second. Still nobody out here. Fastball strike on the first pitch. No balls, 1 strike. On the pitcher, Chad Williamson. Throw over to first, runner back. Runners on the move. Swing. Pop up down the third base line. Just can't corral it down the third base line. Second pop-up of the inning that the Wildcats just couldn't hang on to. It's a tough play up against the dugout. Brings the count to no balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Still upstairs on the batter. 1-2. I assume that pitch was inside. Brings the count to 2-2 on the batter. Throw over, runner back. They appeal. He didn't offer. Brings the count to 4. Three balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Here in the bottom of the second. Foul straight back. Count remains 3-2. Umpire called it a little up. Ball 4. That brings off the leadoff. Brings up the leadoff batter, D'Angelo Aboud. Runs on first and second. We have time on the field. Coach Benno's going to go talk to Colton on the mound. Now it becomes a team meeting.
All the people viewing, coming into our live stream live here from Snellville, Georgia at Bronco Field. All on Georgia Camden is proud to bring this to you, and we do appreciate our sponsors for helping us get here. And again, we'd like to thank the athletic director at Brookwood High School, Mr. Jason Dobson, for being so accommodating to us.
All right, the umpire has broken up the meeting. The Cats need to do anything they can to try to find an out right here. 2 men on. 2 runs in here in the bottom of the second. Broncos lead by a score of 2-1. attempted bunt down the third base line, rolls foul. No balls, 1 strike on the batter. Another bunt. Got to force at third base. Good play by Colton Thrift to Tim Parker covering at third. For the first out of the inning. That brings up number 1, Cameron Guidry. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. A little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Little up. 2 balls and a strike. Cats getting the bullpen stirring. Pitch in the dirt. Great play by Brooks Bryan behind the plate. Brings the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Ball 4. That'll load the bases. For the catcher, number 11, Will Banfield. Looks like Colton Thrift won't face Will Banfield. Coach Seymour has come to the mound and already motioned out there to the left fielder. Looks like it'll be the left fielder, Chris Mobley, coming in with bases loaded here in the bottom of the first.
Kevin, they were telling us earlier that they were going to try to pitch this game with the platoon of pitchers y'all had. I think the game plan is to have your boy out there tomorrow on the next game, game 2. I know y'all are at a deficiency without Milan in the bullpen or in the lineup.
Yeah, it's a little tough right now being down Aaron and Milan.
Right.
So we'll see what we can do right here. See if we can get through this game. It's still only 2-1. We get a ground ball and get a double play and get the bats cranked up. We're still right back in this thing.
Absolutely. The biggest thing is I think this is expected. This is what Coach was planning on. Get a few innings out of each one of these guys and try to get through this game. So,
and it's only going to help if we advance, get these guys a little bit of experience in the playoffs, and you never know when your number's going to be called.
I tell you, Again, I appreciate you helping us with this. I know it's a unique situation for you, but at the same time, I know it's a challenge as well, having your boy on the field. I'd be more focused on that than anything else if I was in your shoes, so I do appreciate you joining us with this.
Well, thank you. And, yeah, well, when I sit here and watch the game, I try to be a dad or a coach to all of the kids.
Right.
I've coached most of those kids out there, and since they were 4 or 5 years old.
Here we go. Batter's up.
All right, here we're back with the action. Chris Mobley on the mound, facing Will Banfield. Bases loaded. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Pop back foul for strike 1. Zach Hayes in to play left field for the Wildcats. Colton Thrift moves to second base. Chris Mobley on the mound. Little bit outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cats really need to make something happen. This is turning into a long inning for them defensively. Fouled out of play. No, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chop foul down the third base line. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Little bit up. Taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Bases loaded. Broncos have pushed 2 across in this half of the second inning. Strike 3. Called strike 3 on a nice curveball by Chris Mobley.
That was pretty strong, Kevin.
Up next for the Broncos, number 5, Davis Tovey. That was a good curveball by Chris. Big spot to bring a freshman in with bases loaded and get that first out. Oh, a little bit up. 1 ball, no strikes.
I didn't realize he was a freshman.
Yeah, Chris has been a starter all year in left field.
Oh, wow, really?
And he's pitched quite a few games. Popped up to a right center field. Justin Mesmer comes in and puts it away. Wildcats get out of it with no more damage done. 2 runs across. At the end of 2, Brookwood 2, Wildcats 1.
On Georgia Camden is streaming to you live from Brookwood High School in Snellville, Georgia. We are glad that we are able to do this, and we do thank our sponsors and parents for helping us get here to Snellville, Georgia. I'm Jeremy Spencer here with Mr. Kevin Smith and Delvis Dutton. We're bringing this to you live. We'd like to thank the Brookwood High School Athletic Director, Jason Dobson, for being very accommodating to us here. All on Georgia is a news organization in 40 counties with nearly 5 million views statewide per month. We are the #1 news source provider in rural Georgia. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Dick's Wings, James Jewelers and Engraving, Thrift Construction, Auto Pros, Wright Construction, Lamb Insurance Services, Shelley Orts of Military Realty, a licensed realtor in Georgia, Florida, and proud mother of class of 2015 Camden baseball alumni, Demetria Salisbury. Bob Hotelling at Sears Optical, located in Camden Woods Shopping Center in near Publix. Come see us for all your vision needs. Go Cats. Thank you for Miss Rhonda Peoples and the Owens Peoples family for helping us get here today. Thanks to you to Miss Shelley Bonner for getting everyone together and getting these donations to us here today. The Camden Press for content sharing, Oakwell Armory, Mr. Howard Davis, and Georgia Nurse Care. Thank you for all those sponsors to help us get here to Snellville today. Thank you.
All right, back live with the action from Brookwood High School in Snellville, Georgia. Cole Loden leading off, top of the third. Takes a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. A little bit outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul back. Cole stays alive. Still a ball and 2 strikes on the Wildcats' leadoff batter. That was a little down. Fastball down in the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Line drive to center field. Put away for the first out. Cole hit it hard, but hit it to the exact same place he hit it the first time at bat. Making some good swings on the ball. Got to get some of them to fall. That brings up the shortstop, number 3, Ian Smith. Curveball for strike 1. Ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Top of the third. One ball, 2 strikes. Ball down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. High fly ball, pulled foul down the left field line and out of. There was a play on the ball, but Brookwood doesn't have a fence all the way down the left field line, and they called the player out of play when he made the play on the ball. It was a foul ball. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes on the batter. You don't see that play a lot. The guy made the play on the ball. He was just out of the field of play.
I tell you, it's a neat experience here at this field. I mean, it's unbelievable facility. Kind of gives me a feel of a Fenway in a bit, the way everything's jumbled in.
It is packed in here.
It is. Even there's a shot.
Hard hit ball to center field, right at the center fielder. Ian hit it hard, right on the button for out number 2. Brings up your catcher for the Cats, number 17, Brooks Bryan. Josh Parker on deck. Called strike. No balls, 1 strike. 1-1. High fly ball down the first base line. First baseman is under it. He secures it for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Brookwood 2, Camden County Wildcats 1.
Georgia, Camden County is streaming this game to you live from Brookwood High School in Snellville, Georgia. We would like to thank the Brookwood High School Athletic Director, Jason Dobson, for being very accommodating. All on Georgia is a news organization in 40 counties with nearly 5 million views statewide per month. We are the #1 news source provider for rural Georgia. Those of you that are tuning in, this is the first round of the 2nd round of the playoffs, basically the round of 16. Our student interns were not able to come with us today due to all the AP testing that they are responsible for. And, of course, it's Wednesday, and they don't need to miss that many days of school. And so we are so glad that you were able to come and join us at this live stream, and we are so thankful to our sponsors, again, for bringing us this game. Thank you very much, sponsors.
Talking about the field, unbelievable ground and foul territory on both sides, but a lot like the left field side over here. If you run over in the right field across the line, you go into their batting cages over there.
Yeah, batting cages and locker room. There's no barrier before you get there.
No. And they actually have a bullpen out there in right field.
All right, leadoff batter here in the top of the 3rd, number 10, 3rd baseman Angelo Despina. Curveball for strike 1. Nice curveball there by Chris. Little up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Line drive down the right field line. He makes the turn. He's looking for 2. Oh, Justin gets to it quickly and holds him to a single. Justin Messer made a great play on that ball. It's hit right down the line. He got to it quickly and got it back in and held the runner to first. Brings up Spencer Lewis, number 6. Fouled back. 1 strike on the batter. Throw over, runner back. Good curveball by Chris Mobley. 2 strikes on the batter. That was Chris's best pitch of the night. He steps off the rubber, takes a deep breath. Line drive to right field, right at Justin Mesmer for the first out of the inning. Starting to see a pattern here when they get 2 strikes. All they're trying to do is just hit the ball, slap the ball to right field. That's the 3rd or 4th time that with a 2-strike count they've got opposite field, at least got the bat on the ball to the opposite field. Brings up Tim Martin to the plate. Throw over, runner back.
Another pattern here where everybody's talking about Smitty in our comment section. I've been calling you Kevin the whole time. Little did I know.
AKA.
That's right.
Butted down the first base line. It hits and spins foul. I'm not so sure that ball didn't hit the bat. He threw it out in fair territory. If the ball didn't hit it, it came real close to hitting it. One strike on the batter, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 3rd from Brookwood High School in Snellville, Georgia. Coach Seymour out to talk to the umpire. Looks like he says he thinks they might have a lineup discrepancy. According to what I have on my notes, they have the next batter, Trace Twardowski, number 25, and Tim Martin, number 21. But in actuality, their numbers are reversed. I noticed that the first time they came up, and I think that Coach Seymour has the same.
Smitty, we got us a comment. They want to know how much we're paying Skip Carey. Not nearly enough, I can promise you.
I tell you, Skip was always one of my favorites.
For you opportunity to do the Chris Berman back like you were talking about earlier.
I hope I get to do it 3 or 4 times in the tops of the innings.
If I remember correctly, in region play, you told me that Chris Berman stole that from you. Yes.
Right, back to live action. A little up. Ball to the batter. Runner on first. Fouled straight back. That brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Runner on first with an out. Hard hit ball up the middle. Great diving play by Colton Thrift up the middle to force the runner at second base.
Great play by second baseman.
Absolutely wonderful play. almost into center field grass. Diving play, backhanded flip to Ian Smith at second to force the man at second for the second out of the inning. Brings up Trace Twardowski for the Broncos. 2 men gone. Runner on first. Bottom half of the third inning. Foul straight back. No balls, 1 strike. Oh, great pitch. Must have been a little low. Umpire flinched a little bit, but didn't call it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Throw over. Runner back. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. No throw. They have called batter's interference. They're sending the runner back. They're sending the runner back on batter's interference, but they're not calling the batter out.
No.
Delvis, you remember last week we had that play twice in Kingsland, and they called the batter out both times.
I believe that's what Coach Seymour is going to have a conversation about. Never seen anything like it. Because in those situations, Coach had a hit and run on, and they were trying to hit it to right field, so they were swinging late. And they called interference both times and then threw the batters out, sent the runners back.
Yeah, I never thought it would be an out for the batter.
No.
You just have to send the runner back. But last week, we were on the wrong end of that call twice.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's reset it for you. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the batter. Runner on first base. Chris Mobley on the mound. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
That'll get it.
After 3 from Brookwood High School. Brookwood Broncos 2, Camden County Wildcats 1.
On Georgia, Camden County is streamed to you live from Snellville, Georgia at Brookwood High School Bronco Field. All on Georgia is a news organization in 40 counties with nearly 5 million views statewide per month. Number 1 news source in rural Georgia. We would like to thank our sponsors for getting us here to Snellville. And the sponsors are Dick's Wings, James Jewelers and Engraving, Thrift Construction, Auto Pros, Wright Construction, Lamb Insurance Services, Shirley Oritz of Military Realty, a licensed realtor in Georgia and Florida, and proud mother of class of 2015 Camden baseball alumni, Demetria Salisbury. Dr. Bob Hoteling at Sears Optical, located at Camden Woods Shopping Center next to Publix. Come see us for all your vision needs. Go Cats. Miss Rhonda Peoples and the Owens Peoples family. Thank you, Miss Rhonda, for helping us out. Miss Shelley Bonner, thank you so much for getting all the donations from the Camden County Wildcat the baseball parents. Camden Press for their content sharing, Oakwell Armory, Howard Davis, and Georgia Nurse Care. Thank you, sponsors, so much for helping us get here.
Yeah, Jeremy, I would like to say that all these sponsors in Camden County really stepped up. They didn't hesitate. It was something that had to be done in a hurry, and we appreciate it and appreciate the community rallying around this and these boys supporting their play.
All right, back to the action. Leading off for a Wildcats, Josh Parker with a line drive to left center field, his second hit of the evening. Josh just went up there swinging and jumped on the first pitch, hit a line drive to left center field. Brings up the first baseman, Hunter Dean. Bunts it down the first baseline. Forced out at first. Advances the runner to second base. Great bunt right there by Hunter. Put it in a perfect spot. Gave himself up. Didn't try to do anything special, just get it on the ground.
It really was a foot off the line, right down the first base line. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Justin Mesmer, your batter. Swing and a miss. He was right on that one. No balls, one strike, one out. Runner on second. Line drive to center field. Right at the center fielder. I tell you what, we can't hit the ball much harder than we've hit it tonight. We're hitting it right to an outfielder.
Tell you what, every time I look up, that center fielder is exactly where the ball's being hit. Doesn't matter if it's on the left side or the right side of center field.
2 down. Runner on second. Brings up Chris Mobley. First pitch misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
And you're right.
On
we
the
just
cat pitcher.
Keep hitting it straight to him.
Little flare in the center field. Center fielder comes on and makes the play. So Camden goes quietly in their top of the 4th inning. The score remains 2-1 Broncos.
You that are joining, this is the first game of the second round game against Brookwood High School. We are in Snellville, Georgia, bringing this to you live.
We've seen a little bit of everything since we've been with y'all. We saw a pitcher's duel with your son on the mound. We saw a hitter's battle in Game 3, and today we're seeing a fielding battle. I mean, both teams are hitting the ball, but excellent plays in the field. I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due. That center fielder is impressive on their side. He's covering a lot of ground.
He made a great running catch in the left center field, and the one that we scored on that Josh Parker hit in the right center field, it was actually in his glove. He just didn't make the play, but he went a long way to get it.
That's right.
All right, we're back live here. Right now in a defensive struggle. You wouldn't expect anything less. You know, these are 2 of the top 16 teams left here in the state of Georgia 7A baseball. Ball 1 on the batter. Chad Williamson, pitcher, leading off the bottom of the 4th. 2-0. Three balls, no strike. Chris not anywhere near with any of those.
I tell you, I'm sitting here laughing. Camden's crowd over here has been hazing the other team's pitcher. They're getting into it now. The bullpen just got through hazing our pitcher, and now the actual dugout over there has gotten into it.
There you go. He pumps it right in there. 3 balls and a strike.
Go, big boy.
Hit him. Ball got away from Chris. Got the batter right in the back. Leadoff man on. Brings up number 9 for Brookwood, D'Angelo Abud. Aaron Ashburn in the run. Little low. 1-0 on the batter. Chris steps off a couple times. Now he reloads. Now the batter calls timeout. Ground ball to shortstop. Not in time. Got to force out at second. Wasn't quite hit hard enough to turn the double play. Colton did a good job getting rid of it. Made a nice turn. Ball was just not hit sharply enough. Brings it up to second baseman, Cameron Guidry. Big lead over at first base. Swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th here from Bronco Field.
You will adjust.
Oh, he had him leaning. Looked like the runner was going there. Almost had him picked off.
Smitty, we got a comment about you being hired by ESPN. I wouldn't hold out for it. I think they just laid off over 100.
I saw that. Close play at first. Runner gets back. That was a good move. That was Chris's best move of the night. The runner's getting a huge lead over there off of a left-handed pitcher. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first.
Their loss, our gain, right?
Ball 2 to the batter. Looks like Chris and Brooks are having a hard time getting together. Now we have a meeting at the mound. Runner going, hit and run. Oh, he hit it in a perfect spot. Second baseman covering, he never even got it to the dirt. He dribbled it just into the baseline between first and second. Now have runners on first and second, 1 out. Brings up the number 3 hole hitter, catcher Will Banfield. Called strike on the first pitch. No balls, 1 strike. On the catcher, Will Banfield. Long fly ball into left center field. Left fielder back and makes the play. We're going to have a play at second. Runner back in time. The runner was already around third base. Zach Hayes went a long way, all the way to the wall to make the play.
Me nor the runner thought he was going to get to it. The runner was halfway to home plate, down the third base line.
Great play by Zach Hayes. Freshman coming off the bench to get some playing time in this game.
He covered some ground over there in left field.
Two outs. Brings up Davis Tovey. Little high for ball 1. Runner goes. No play. Two balls on the batter. Runner on second and third. They're in the bottom of the 4th. Fly ball to center field. Cole Loden going back. Makes the play for out number 3. No runs for the Broncos in the bottom of the 4th. Score remains Broncos 2, Cats 1.
Another clean inning for him.
Georgia Camden streaming to you live from Snellville, Georgia at Broncos Field. We'd like to thank Brookwood High School Athletic Director Jason Dobson for being very accommodating to All on Georgia Camden. All on Georgia is a news organization in 40 counties with nearly 5 million views statewide per month. We are the #1 news source provider in rural Georgia. We would like to thank our sponsors for helping All on Georgia Camden get here to stream this game live to you. Our sponsors, Dick's Wings, James Jewelers and Engraving, Thrift Construction, Auto Pros, Wright Construction, Lamb Insurance Services, Shelley Oritz of Military Realty, a licensed realtor in both Georgia and Florida, and proud mother of class of 2015 baseball alum, Demetrius Salisbury. Dr. Bob Hoteling, Sears Optical, near Camden Woods Shopping Center, near Publix. Come see us for all your vision needs. Go Cats. Miss Rhonda Peoples and the Owens family, thank you so much, Miss Rhonda, for helping get this together. And Miss Shelley Bonner to rallying the parents, giving donations to us to get here. Camden Press for their content sharing. Oakville Armory, Mr. Howard Davis. And Georgia Nurse Care.
And we're back. Tim Parker to lead off the top of the fifth inning for the Cats. I think it's called strike one. Pop foul to the right side. No balls, 2 strikes. Check the swing. Took it low for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Left it a little up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the fifth. Broncos lead 2-1. Outside. Tim runs it to full. And worked himself a walk. That was a great at-bat by Tim. Brings up the second baseman, Colton Thrift. Colton Thrift, your batter. Cole Loden on deck. Colton takes a called strike one. Ball down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, the runner picked out. Ball's thrown away. Tim reaches second. He's headed for third, and he'll make it easy without a play. That throw over to the first baseman was nowhere near the first baseman. Broncos bring the infield in. Ball 2 in the dirt. Ball hit back up the middle, knocked down by the pitcher. And he throws Colton out at first. Line drive hit right back to the pitcher that he knocked it down. Runner holds on third. Brings up Cole Loden. 1 out. Tim Parker on third. Ian Smith, your on deck batter. Brookwood still playing their infield in. Cole takes a curveball way outside. Ball 1. Oh, swinging fouled it straight back. He was right on that one. Tell you what, one of those fly balls, Cole's hit the center field. Would sure look good here. That'll score a run for sure. Inside, almost hit him for ball 2. Oh, he called strike 2 on a curveball that Cole thought might be up. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Chopper to third base. Going to be a play at the plate. Nice play by the catcher. Third baseman threw it in the dirt with Tim Parker barreling down on the catcher. The catcher picked it and made the tag. Tim did everything he could do. That was the only chance he had. Brings up Ian Smith with 2 outs in the inning. Runner on first. We have a break in the action. Brookwood's coach wants to talk about this situation.
You that are watching outside of Camden County, let us know where you're watching from in the comment section.
Much as I appreciate you sitting in with us, you know, what we've been doing with these students is trying to bring them along. They wanted to do this, their kind of passion. We equip them, we give them the outlet to pursue their passion. And I'll tell you, the neat thing is to see where this is going to go next year when they've got 10 or 15 games under their belt, or they've got a little more development in them, and then the ones that they bring in behind them that may have the same passion. Kind of build a farm team of broadcasters that's calling their home school on the field kind of thing. It'll be a neat experience 2 or 3 years from now.
And I'm sure it's no different than a senior baseball player taking a freshman baseball player under his wing and kind of showing him the ropes.
Absolutely, and some of these is watching with us. I'm sure they've have been with us. We've got 3 sophomores that has helped us on these last few games, and they've done a remarkable job. I know they're watching, upset with their mamas, but they got to take those tests and the SATs on Saturday. So.
One ball, 1 strike. Ian Smith, the batter. Runner on first. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th from Snellville, Georgia. Ball hit the left center field, shortstop back, and he makes the play. No runs for the Wildcats on what looked to be a promising inning. Score remains 2-1.
Smitty, be honest with me. Has Ian gone back to watch that game where he pitched the complete 7 innings, gave up only 1 run?
To be honest with you, I think he kind of just picked through it and watched a little bit, but I think he watched that home run that he hit last week about 100 times.
I bet.
We've got any Camden County High School alumni out there. Let us know who you are and give us the year that you graduated in the comment section.
Where'd you graduate high school?
Barron County High School. Barron County High School, Nashville. From Nashville. Oh, really? Okay. Who's your mama? The Howard Ray?
Yes.
Okay.
My
And
granddaddy.
Laura, my high school teacher.
Henry Ray.
Okay.
And him
Yes.
and Howard were
Okay.
first
And
cousins.
me and Lindley and Laura and the girls all went to high school together.
Have we just found out a blood tie here?
Yeah, probably so. Probably. Yeah.
In all seriousness, that was a fun game to watch for high school. The pitching duel, both of those pitchers went to the 7th inning. Our broadcasters may have jinxed Ian a little bit, calling a perfect game in the 4th inning, but I don't think they knew any better. but he did. He had the perfect, through 4?
I believe it was.
And gave up a hit in the 6th to drop his no-hitter, but ended up finishing the game. And had the fielders behind him the last couple of innings to help him out. It was a great game.
Well, I tell you, at the beginning of the year, our pitching and our defense really carried us. But middle of the season, our hitters really came along, and we really started hitting the ball. And that's what you got to do when you get to the playoffs. You got to score some runs.
We need a few right here at the make a game. I mean, 2-1. You can't ask for any better right now.
Still got a chance.
That's right.
Justin Mesmer on the mound now for the Cats. Misses outside on the first pitch to Angelo Despina, third baseman for the Brookwood Broncos. Right down the middle for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Hard hit ground ball to Hunter Dean at first base. Makes the play and steps on the bag for out number 1. That brings up the shortstop for Brookwood, number 6, Spencer Lewis. Justin starts him out with a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Great curveball. Moves the count to no balls, 2 strikes. Chop foul down the third base line. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Chop foul again down the third base line. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. High chopper to Tim Parker at third base. Went up high to get the ball and made a great throw to first base.
Great play by the first baseman.
Just in time to nick the runner for out number 2. It's a good play by Tim Parker at third base. That ball had a lot of top spin. He had to go up pretty high to get that and make a strong throw across the infield.
Great play. First baseman stretching out for that one, holding his foot on there.
Brings up Tim Martin, the Bronco right fielder. He takes one inside for ball 1. A little up with that pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball hit up the middle to Ian Smith. He makes the play, makes the throw to first base for the 3rd out of the inning. After 5, here from Brookwood, Georgia, Brookwood Broncos 2, Camden County Wildcats 1.
All on Georgia streaming to you live from Snellville, Georgia at Brookwood High School at Bronco Field, and it would not be possible without our sponsors that got us here. And our sponsors for this game are Dick's Wings, James Jewelers and Engraving, Thrift Construction, Auto Pros, Wright Construction, Lamb Insurance Services, Shelley Orts of Military Realty, a licensed realtor in both Georgia and Florida, and a proud mother of the class of 2015 Camden County baseball alum, Dimitri Salisbury. Dr. Bob Hoteling, Sears Optical, located in Camden Woods Shopping Center next to Publix. Come see us for all your vision needs. Go Cats. Thank you to Ms. Rhonda Peoples and Owens Peoples family. Thank you, Ms. Rhonda, for helping us. Shelley Bonner for rallying all the parents. Camden Press for their content sharing. Oakwell Armory and Mr. Howard Davis and Georgia Nurse Care. We could not have done this without you guys. Thank you so much. We're doing a little bit of a camera adjustment, so be patient with us.
All right, we're back in the top of the sixth. Leading off for the Cats, number 17, Brooks Bryan. Josh Parker on deck. Called strike one. Brookwood's got a new pitcher in. We didn't quite catch his name, number 23. Strike two. Strike three. Three fastballs right down the middle for out number one from Brookwood's new pitcher, Tanner Wilmsley. Tanner Winsky on the mound. Brings up Josh Parker. Strike one. Oh, and 2. He's coming in not trying to fool anybody. He's thrown 5 fastballs right down the middle.
He's painting the corner when he wants to. I'd hate to be in that batter's box, I can tell you.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's what you want out of a relief pitcher. Come in 6 pitches, 6 strikes.
Your scouting report is pretty accurate so far.
Finally missed a little up there. Fly ball. Right field. Hauled in by the first baseman. Cats go down quietly in their half of the 6th inning. Score remains 2-1.
Smitty, we got a hot one, that's for sure. But we've got somebody just stepped in with us. We got a young man by the name of Mr. Milan stepping in. What you think of your boys out there?
Tonight they're fighting hard. I mean, we've put together some well-hit balls, just right to people. All around, it's a close game. Let's see. We're in the bottom of the 6th. We got one more inning to hit. I think we can pull through tonight.
Well, I can tell you, I know they've all come up here and talked to us about it. They miss you. Hopefully they can pull out one of these games and get you back in there with them.
Oh, yes, sir.
There's been a lot of talk about what went on in that series, and Smitty, I'll get you in on this. We've watched the film over and over and over, and your delivery was exactly the same every time you pitched the ball.
Mm-hmm.
The other opposing coach called for a balk. The umpire actually called a balk, and their report, what they said happened on the field, did not happen through the game film that we have. So we'll be clipping that out and actually sending that for review. But I know it'll do nothing in the long run, but at least the umpires can know that they need to stick to actually accurately reporting what took place on the field. Tough call. Definitely did not go your way, and I hate that for you, but hopefully we can see you get back there on that field.
Oh, we're gonna have him back in there if we need him. I guarantee you.
Oh, yeah.
We're going at least 2 games if we don't sweep them. We're going 3, more than likely.
I can agree with that.
Milan's going to be a big part of this series before it ends, I guarantee you.
Game 3. Let's get me there.
Mylan, what do you know about this other team? What have you found out? What have y'all been talking about?
Their pitching isn't really that deep. That's really what they're missing is one good dominant arm. But they've got guys that can swing it well. They've got a few guys that can run the bases really well. But, I mean, they're still not like really above average team. I mean, these guys, I mean, they've got commits. We've got commits. Some of these guys are just in the area of Atlanta, so they get looked at by more guys, and their coaches have more connections than our guys down south.
Trace Todorski with a ringing double off the right center field wall to lead off the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, I tell you, I think you're right. I tell you, both of y'all and Brookwood have played outstanding play in the field. That's been the ball game. The pitchers throwing strikes, the hitters are hitting it, but the defense is doing their job. That last hit, nothing you could do with that in the outfield. It was right in the gap. So
yes, sir.
It's been impressive.
Brookwood goes to the bench and brings in a pinch hitter, number 16, Will Mize.
Wouldn't be surprised if he bunted right here.
I think that's what we're looking for here.
Nope. Ooh.
Nope. He never squared, and we hit him. That brings up the leadoff batter, D'Angelo Aboud. Runners on first and second, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th from Snellville, Georgia. Milan, I think they're definitely bunting here.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be crazy not to.
They've held our bats pretty much in check. I think they believe if they can push across another run that might be enough.
Probably not. Middle of our lineups picked it up. Last few games, they've been doing pretty good. So hopefully they bring something together, a little rally.
Mylan, tell us, it's your senior year. What's ahead of you?
Last fall, I committed to Charleston Southern University to play baseball. They offered me as a second baseman, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and go there and do that. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Just don't want this week to be my last week of baseball in high school. So.
I understand. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We've been impressed, the games that we've covered with y'all. You played some amazing baseball.
Thank you.
All right, Coach Bennell breaks up the meeting on the mound. Justin Mesmer, still your pitcher. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Here in the bottom of the sixth inning.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Whoa. Attaboy. What? What are we doing? Oh. He called him out.
We had a play at the plate.
Transfer.
Or we had a play at
That's on
third
the
base.
transfer. Oh.
On a bunt play, Justin gets the force at third. They call the runner safe. He comes off the bag. Ian Smith makes the tag, drops the ball on the transfer, but now they're saying it wasn't on the transfer.
I tell you, man, these umpires in the playoffs.
Got a cat.
Now, Mylan, wait.
You're exactly right, Mile.
I've got-
Another call that goes against the Cats.
I mean,
That was a heck of a heads-up play by both by Justin and by Ian.
unbelievable. I mean, he dives in to tag him to get him out, goes to get up, ball flies out.
Number 1, catcher, Henry Gidry.
That brings up Cameron Gidry. Bases loaded, nobody out. The Cats look like they're conceding a run for a double play up the middle. Corners are in. One and 0 on the batter. Called strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Fly ball in the right center field. Cole Loden
Got it. Nope.
makes a diving play on it. I think he had the ball in his glove, and it came out when he hit the ground. 1 run scores. Runners advance 1 base.
Nothing to hang his head on that one, I can tell you. The runners were holding.
That was a phenomenal play.
I thought he had the ball.
I never thought he would get to that ball.
No,
And
me
he
either,
got
but
a
I
great break, great effort. Just couldn't quite secure it in his glove. Line drive base hit to left field. Two-run score. Runners on first and second.
First baseman number 5, Davis Toby.
5-1 Brookwood here in the bottom of the 6th. They pushed 3 runs across. We had an appeal. The trail runner missing the bag. He is out. He missed third base. We have 1 out. You can wipe one of the runs off the board. It is 4-1.
Heads up call by Miss Katie.
She was on that, wasn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can thank Miss Smith for that call. She took off running over there.
She, nobody on Dad's row made the call. She sure shot over there.
That's right.
One strike on the batter. Runners on first and second. A little up. 1-1. Four to 1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning from Snellville, Georgia. Little flare to second base. Colton back makes the play
Good play by Colton.
for the second out of the inning.
Third base number 10, Angelo Despina.
That brings up the third baseman, Angelo Despina. Runners on first and second, 2 out. 4 to 1. Brookwood Broncos over to Camden County Wildcats. Line drive, first baseman knocked down. Got to play at the plate. Oh, the runner stops. The runner almost got hung up between home and third, but he goes back. Great heads-up play by Colton Thrift to get the ball back in.
Oh, yes, sir.
Center field number 6, Spencer Lewis.
Bases loaded. Brings up the shortstop, Spencer Lewis. 2 outs.
Ooh.
Called ball by the umpire. Chop foul behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. While I got a chance, I want to give a couple shout outs to a couple guys I know that's listening. Brian English and Johnny Love. Johnny listening all the way back in Clay County, Florida. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3 down.
That's the first ball he's thrown this batter. I don't know what the umpire's been seeing on those other 2.
3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Last half of the 6th inning. Ball 4.
Umpires.
That drives a run in. Makes the score 5 to 1 here. Bases remain loaded. Brings up number 25, the right fielder, Tim Martin. Swing, foul back.
Yeah, Marlon, I believe if in college you have to write a thesis, I believe you can do it on umpiring. I believe you'll be an expert after this state playoff series.
I'm pretty sure they said 2 of the umpires out of the 3 are from up here, too. So.
That one misses outside. Count even at 1-1. Hard hit ball to center field, right at Cole Loden for the 3rd out of the inning. Broncos push across 3 in the inning, extend their lead 5-1 going into the top half of the 7th inning.
Georgia streamed to you live from Snellville, Georgia, at Bronco Field, Brookwood High School. We would, All On Georgia is a news organization in 40 counties with nearly 5 million views statewide per month. We are the #1 news source provider for rural Georgia. We'd like to thank our sponsors for getting us here. This has been a great game. Dick's Wings, James Jewelers and Engraving, Thrift Construction, Auto Pros, Wright Construction, Lamb Insurance Services, Shelley Orris with Military Realty, a licensed realtor in both Georgia and Florida, and proud mother of class of 2015 Camden baseball alum, Dimitri Salisbury. Dr. Bob Hoteling at Sears Optical, located at Camden Woods Shopping Center next to Publix. Come see us for all your vision needs. Go Cats. Thank you, Miss Rhonda Peoples and the Owens Peoples family. Thank you. Shelley Bonner, Camden Press Content Sharing, Oakwell Armory, Howard Davis, and Georgia Nurse Care. Thank you so much.
We're down to the last 3 outs. Boys going to have to do something right here.
Yeah, we got to try to scratch across some runs against Brookwood closer here. Didn't take very good swings out even the last inning. But let's see what we can do. See, maybe we can make some contact here. He really impressed me by throwing strikes. Strike one. Right down the middle. No balls, 1 strike. Swing and chop foul. Marlon, what would your approach be right here? He's throwing nothing but fastballs.
Most coaches would tell their players to go up, take till they get a strike. This guy's been filling up the zone with straight fastballs. Have not seen any off-speed pitches. I tell my guys to get up, toes on the plate, swing away.
I agree. I think we've really taken some borderline pitches. First curveball of the night for strike 3.
Guess I spoke a little too soon. Just a little bit.
We have a new hitter coming to the plate for the Cats, number 44, Corey Dowdell.
As played for Camden, number 44, Corey Dowdell.
I tell you what, that pitcher that you can go to late in the game that you know is going to come in and throw strikes and not give the lead away, that is a big advantage right there.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts Corey out with an off-speed pitch for strike 1. Ball just a bit low, I presume. Curveball low. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Strike 2. Cats aren't being real aggressive up there. Swing and chop foul down the third base line. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Okay, Mylon, you're the hitter. What's coming here?
Well, I can't even guess right now, but I would just have fastball timing and adjust anything off speed, just protecting.
He got one up, fouled it back.
Just fouled off an off-speed pitch. Probably going to see a fastball right here. Make some money right here, Corey. Atta boy.
Line drive to right center field. Tried to sneak that fastball by Corey, and it didn't work. Put the bat out there.
Freshman stepping up. So that's one thing about our team. We've got a lot of young guys. So down the road, we'll be pretty good.
Be a base hit on any field right there. He crushed that line drive.
But just like Mylan said, we had a freshman that pitched 2 innings tonight.
Yeah.
Had a freshman that made a great play against the wall in left field. Now you got a freshman that comes in and gets the first hit off of a pretty premium reliever. That brings up Tim Parker. Mikey Packard in the run. Ball 1 in the dirt. 1-0 to Tim Parker. That evens the count at 1-1. Off-speed pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Might see it again
1
right
ball,
here.
2 strikes. 1 out. Low and away. 2-2. Curveball in the dirt for ball 3. Mikey Packard moves up. He scored out a wild pitch. Full count on Tim Parker. Cats down to their final at bat here. Lined up the middle. Shortstop knocks it down but doesn't have a play. Runners on first and third. That brings up Colton Thrift with the top of the order. Cole Loden on deck.
Number 9, Colton Thrift.
We just got to keep plugging away here, one at a time, one at a time.
Yes, sir.
And I was talking about, Smitty, if the bottom start hitting and then the top will hit right behind them, we'll have something. Put them both together.
A couple more base runners this inning will definitely make it interesting. Oh, outside. He doesn't look as sharp as he did in the 6th or in the 5th inning when he came in. I'm sorry, the top of the 6th. There's
Looks
a
like he
strike.
lost a little bit of velocity, too.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I was going to say a while ago.
Strike 2.
The other coach can't be happy with the sound of those hits on those balls this inning. They've been solid.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That brings up Cole Loden. Runners on first and third. 2 outs. Cats down to their final out. He starts Cole with a curveball up. 1 ball, no strikes. Ball chopped to the third baseman. Cuts it off, throws it in the dirt. First
Oh.
baseman makes a play, picks it out of the dirt at first on a close play. And that's your ball game from Brookwood High School. Broncos 5, Wildcats 1.
Quick, let everybody know we're not sure on when that second game's going to be, but if they'll follow the All on Georgia Camden page, we'll make sure we update everybody on that, make sure everybody's aware. Mylon, before we let you get out of here, tell us a little bit about your best moment so far, your best memory of baseball with Camden County High School. I know you got one.
Yes, sir. See, my sophomore year, we began playing region play on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, which that was a new thing for me because my freshman year when I played third, we just played Friday night doubleheaders, pretty much what we do now. But we got into we went to Coffee County, and, I mean, they had their student section that lined up on the fence. I mean, they were just heckling us to death. I mean, we had 2 intense games. Game 1, I think we dropped at our place. Game 2, and we fought. And we won that game. And then we had Game 3 was scheduled for Friday, which got rained out. I mean, terrible condition on the field. We had to come in Saturday morning, push the field off, get all the water in the holes. We had to push it out, all kinds of stuff. And I remember the very first pitch I saw that ball game, I hit a home run. The very last pitch of that game, I hit another home run.
To lead off the game and then to end the game.
Yes, sir. So that was a pretty good moment in my favor. Also, I think it was that year, yes, my sophomore year, to win the sub-region championship. We went 11 innings at our place against Ware County Gators with Zach Strickland, who was committed to Georgia Southern, which it was just an intense game all the way around for 11 innings straight. I mean, we had a lot of good plays by our third baseman, Brandon Nahal, who graduated last year. It was just really intense.
Well, Mylon, we're proud of you, proud to know you, and looking forward to getting you back on the field out here to help these boys. Appreciate you sitting in with us on this one. Smitty, what do you think as far as, you know, what we just saw here? I know in the next game we're going to have Ian on the mound, so hopefully they can settle in and push us to Game 3.
Well, we made some good swings early in the game. If we could have got a few to fall, but we still have to score some runs. I don't think one run's going to do it. You gotta hit the ball. You gotta try to go out there and put some pressure on the other team, get some people on base, and move around the bases. We just didn't get enough people on base tonight to make anything happen.
Absolutely. I mean, fielders did their job. The pitchers, I mean, we knew it was going to be a platoon of, effort. The bats just didn't come through. The other team had made some outstanding plays. Like you said, they hit the ball early, but it was straight to them, and just caught up to them there in the end. Everybody that's tuning in, again, we will be bringing Game 2. Once we know when that'll happen, it could be tomorrow or it could be Friday, depending on the weather.
They just made an announcement that it was tentatively scheduled for 4 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay.
We would like to thank our sponsors once again for helping All on Georgia Camden get here and bring you the game back in Camden County. We appreciate Mr. Smitty Smith for sitting in with us and doing the play-by-play. Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Thanks for having me. I had a great time.
And we would like to thank our sponsors once again: Dick's Wings, James Jewelers and Engraving, Thrift Construction, Auto Pros, Wright Construction, Lamb Insurance Services, Shelley Orts for Military Realty, things together, the Camden Press for their content sharing, Mr. Howard Davis at Oakland Armory, and Georgia Nurse Care. None of this was possible without y'all. Thanks for the community coming around and rallying and helping us bring this important game and community event to you. Thank you for joining All on Camden.
too. Yeah, kind of. It always does lines driving, it dies.